What is up, guys? It is me, Manic the Manic Mechanic. Welcome to episode 3 of the Gamer Gear Podcast.
Yo, gamers.
Up, everyone.
Alright.
Okay.
We're all feeling better this week, aren't we? You got more sleep, more time.
So true.
Yeah, I'm energized, full of caffeine and calories.
I mean, it isn't Halloween weekend anymore, so it's good.
The busiest time of the year.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to take 2 weeks off soon from work.
Yes, that would be fantastic. More time to play Back for Blood.
Yeah, all right. It's pretty much what I've been playing every day.
So, Manic, I know that you saw it, and I did the Elden Rings. Was it 19 minutes? Was it a 19-minute? Like the guy that talked in the trailer for maybe 5 times. It was 19. Yeah. I think I watched it at 4K. I watched the trailer in 4K because IGN said it was 4K trailer, but it wasn't.
Was it 4K? It looked like a really nice game. It was a really nice game, though.
Dude, my entire opinion on this game has changed after watching that trailer.
What was your opinion before?
I did not like Sekiro at all. I thought it was the worst game I've ever played from Software. I do not like the game at all. I didn't like the gameplay. I didn't beat it. So I can't give a full proper opinion. But from what I played maybe 10, 15 hours in it. I just got tired. I didn't find it fun. The gameplay, it didn't feel right to me. I like the aesthetic and stuff. Did you play it, John? Have you played it, Manic?
I have not.
I haven't either, but I do like challenging games. I mean, I'm still playing Back for Blood, so.
This game, I would, let me think. Let me think hard before. I do feel that Sekiro is harder than. I wouldn't call Dark Souls 3 the hardest. Maybe Dark Souls 1? I don't know. I do feel like Sekiro is the hardest game that they've made, in general. Because that game beat me up and down. I had watched, tutorial videos of this guy doing this fight, and I followed all his steps. I'm like, man, good gracious. But I watched Elden Ring. It was 19 minutes. This trailer was awesome. They didn't show any UI, but this game was cool, dude. This looks like Dark Souls, next level. It really looks great. I love what I saw.
It's a big open wide field from what I saw, and you have a mount that you can, I guess, summon it well, I guess.
No fall damage in the game because he jumped down on a few tall heights. Again, there's no health bar, but maybe there's no fall damage like Monster Hunter. That would be cool.
Yeah, or you could add an accessory that negates it too.
Yeah. There's little I think it said horse springs where your horse goes over and he flies them into the air. Man, oh dude, that game looked great. It looked great, and they showed different weapons. They showed magic. The game looks like Dark Souls, but a little bit more faster pace. With the way the animations and stuff work.
Isn't Sekiro just Dark Souls, but way more faster pace?
And bad.
Okay.
I just couldn't get into it. I tried so hard, but again, I shared the copy between people, so I didn't spend $60. So I win either way.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and you said that's coming out early next year, February.
Yeah, February 20. Man, the next 3 months of next year are stacked with games, but yeah, Sekiro comes out the 25th of February. I again, it's the trailer's probably a PC build and stuff, but the game feels, Dark Souls, right? You can see that. It has his multiplayer, right? It has the PvP, it has the invasions. I don't play against. I don't do PvP. I'm not because I played Dark Souls 1 and got killed back on the PS3, and I've never recovered from that. So I think I'm gonna, I'm not John level power. You
don't like getting invaded.
It's cool. Because I did manage to beat someone because I just cheesed them. I cheesed them with the strat with there was the resin and stuff. But man, they come in and this guy's sitting there and he's not wearing any armor and he just kills me with dodges and rolls. I'm like, "No, stop it, dude! What are you doing? Just play the game. Kill me now!" And he just let me suffer.
Mobility is king in Dark Souls.
And then he doesn't kill you and he just leaves. He just leaves.
Oh man. Yeah, man. to be able to invade very early in Dark Souls 1 at least, you have to be like really good at the game. You have to be able to beat these bosses on like very low level and with crappy gear too, if you want to actually be able to invade people infinitely.
Godric the Golden, the guy they showed at the end of the Elden Ring trailer, he looks cool. Man, he looks like awesome. The abilities they showed that you can have, like you summon like different enemies or that bow and arrow, like the auto targets. That stuff looked cool, man. That stuff looked great. Like I'm way more because I really like Dark Souls 3. I never played any of the Dark Souls games DLCs, so I've always just played them like base game. But this game looked really like I'm surprised how much I liked it. Right, and I'm not the big like I'm more of like a turn-based RPG hard mode person. Right, I'm more of like if I play a third person or first person shooter or whatever, I kind of like the casual to the normal. Maybe hard but not like impossible or legendary. Dark Souls has been like a game where I feel like I can like persevere. And Sekiro just made like, okay, this is the direction they're going. I just like boss fatigue. And I'm tired of open world games, but I'm gonna give this game a try because like it spoke to me in a way I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, this open world game is gonna be so different. It's
nice. It's nice you have a mount right away. Or I don't know about right away, but it's nice you have a mount.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I saw one like game journalist article that was like, forget Epona. It's like, yes, whenever there's a horse in a video game, you always have to say Epona.
Yeah, there's damn, that brings up like what was the first rideable horse in a video game? Like what was
probably like Oregon Trail or something.
I mean, it was Epona.
Yeah, for like first 3D game, I don't know, but yeah, they always bring up Epona. Like, oh, what's the like your best companion? The top 100 companions of video games, and like number one's Epona. I'm like, get out of here! I name mine Chad.
Nah.
Look fast. I don't know. Like it looked cool. Like how many of the Dark Souls games have you played, Manic, or like hard Dark Souls like games?
I think the closest thing I've played was Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh my god, I was literally playing that the other day.
You never played a Dark Souls?
No, I actually haven't because I just don't want to lose a whole controller.
It could be stressful. It could be stressful. Like,
yeah, really?
I don't know. Like,
no, go ahead.
I've heard Dark Souls 2 is like the only bad one.
Yeah, I don't like the frame data.
I never finished it, but I did like what I played. But it does feel a lot different than Dark Souls 1, and then Dark Souls 3 is like I would recommend playing Dark Souls 3. Right, I would recommend playing that because that's probably the most solid. Dark Souls 3 is hard, but I think 1's harder. I don't think 3 is that difficult. But again, like I heard, like the DLC bosses and stuff are insane. So maybe I lucked out and not played those stuff.
Yeah, I liked Dark Souls 1 a lot. I didn't like Dark Souls 2 as much because in 1 I had all the timings for the parries down. I didn't really play with the shield and everything. And they made the parry window into significantly smaller. So just, I didn't feel the same satisfaction of being able to parry or things like because I just couldn't because right the timings were completely different.
Yeah,
and this made me not really want to play this much because I didn't want to use a shield.
I was gonna pick up the remaster of Dark Souls 1, but I heard it was super lazy.
Yeah, it's really lazy. Yeah.
They changed stuff in it. Apparently, like changed around items or something. Because when they did the next gen update back then on PS4 and Xbox One, apparently Dark Souls 2 they changed stuff in it. Like around things because apparently FromSoft likes to do re-releases but like modify things, and I know a lot of people don't like Dark Souls Remastered. Just in general. Yeah,
but it's like, is it inferior or just? You might as well get the remastered one if you were going to play it.
I think, because didn't they do remaster on PC too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like 50% off if you had the original Dark Souls.
There's probably a mod. Like there was a mod, like when original Dark Souls came out on PC, they modded that game for it to work. I'm sure there's a mod that like may fix it. But I think like Prepare to Die edition of the original Dark Souls is probably the best version to play. If there's a mod or something that may fix like some of the issues people had with remastered, then maybe that's the best way. But I don't know if you can get the Prepare to Die edition anymore. Maybe,
Yeah,
I don't know.
They took it off the Steam store, so the only way you get it is like maybe good old games or I guess pirating. I guess that's the only way you can get it. I guess nowadays.
Damn, that's crazy. Getting rid of all these old games with newer versions that may or may not be better. Yeah, yep, it's gone. The only way to get it is if someone has a Steam key of it. Damn. You should do a little research. Like I didn't play I was gonna get it on the Switch. I'm like, let me play Dark Souls on the Switch. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hurt myself. Let's not break my bones.
From what I hear, like a lot of people didn't like the remaster because like it was just the cost isn't really worth what they did. They just made it look a little bit nicer, but not as much how you can mod it to make it look nicer, like the Prepare to Die edition. And from what I remember, they had some online matchmaking issues.
Dude,
your connection was just crap.
Dark Souls 3 came out in 2016. That's 5 years ago.
I know, right?
Dark Souls Remastered came out 2018, so 2 years later, and they made a better version. But you
what's your opinion on Bloodborne?
Bloodborne is my favorite Dark Souls like game, but it has like frame pacing issues because like you don't in Bloodborne you don't use a shield, right? You have to be constant, and if they take damage from it, you can attack them back and get your health back or portion of it. And that loop just worked for me. It just clicked, right? Bloodborne's my favorite, and then Dark Souls 3, and then I would probably say the Demon Souls, then Dark Souls 1, and then Dark Souls 2.
Did Sekiro not have you generating health on offensive?
Dude, I hate that game so much. I have amnesia from it.
Okay.
The game was hard though. That game's hard. Like Sekiro kicked my cushion for the pusher. So I don't know. That game destroyed me.
That reminds me. in Jedi Fallen Order, that one room where you get like jumped on by a huge spider.
Oh my god! I hate spiders. Yeah. I remember that well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like audibly like yelled. I didn't even remember that.
Fallen Order is probably one of the best Star Wars games in general ever made. It is free on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you definitely need to play that game.
No, literally, I remember. I played the Steam version initially, then I played on Game Pass, and it was so glitchy.
So this is crazy, but in Fallen Order and Battlefront 2, these games when I run them, they run about like 110 frames, 100, 120 back and forth. I try to lock them to 60. They don't lock. They won't. Like it's uncapped. Like I had to use a third party software so it would lock it at 60. And as soon as I locked it from 60, I was able to boost up my settings. And dude, the game, like, I don't know if it was me, but all like the stuff in like this, the Bogadon or whatever, that the second or the first official area you go to in Jedi Fallen Order, I didn't have any stutters or anything anymore. I'm like, dude, I couldn't play this. It's crazy, dude. This game's been out for like, they just didn't fix it. But then when I locked the frame rate, it finally worked for me. Because it's a good game, but man, I played it on PS4 and it's unplayable. I never beat it. I sold my copy.
Yeah, I played it on PC. That was one of my first games I got on my PC.
I got on PC a long time ago, and then it was still buggy. And I was hoping there's like some mods or maybe some performance things that would fix, but no. But then someone in like one small thread said, yeah, if you lock it to 60, or if, for some reason when you lock it to 60, it fixes issues for you. It fixed almost all my issues I have with that game. And I'm currently doing my official second playthrough of it. And the game's fun. I'm a big Star Wars person, so I'm excited for that Lego Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the best Star Wars game ever.
I've genuinely forgot that existed until you brought that up.
Dude, like that game is developed. They pushed that back. They pushed that game back, I think, 2 years.
It was supposed to come out in like late 2019, I think, or I don't even. I think the like earliest confirmed release date was May 2020.
This game's been
And
delayed so much that all its
yeah,
official like DLC and stuff has been revealed and shit. This is supposed to be like the next era of Lego games. This is supposed to be like a brand new combat system and stuff like. This is supposed to be like every future Lego game after this is gonna like this is like their third gen, right? Because like when the Batman Lego 2 Batman came out, that was like the next generation of Lego games because it added all the voice acting and stuff. And this is supposed to be the next one. I've never played a Lego Star Wars game. A friend of the podcast, Manic, has a wonderful video about Lego Star Wars.
so true.
Yeah, you should go watch that and like and subscribe and all that stuff. You know.
Yep, that. When I did scripted videos, I remember that.
I like that video. I enjoyed it. Made me want to play Lego Star Wars. I was like, I can't. Maybe it's on sale for $1. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure I got it on sale for $5.
What a steal!
Yeah,
They made like 3
Yes.
Lego Star Wars games, right? Because like original, prequel, and then Clone Wars.
yeah, and then Force Awakens with a bunch of DLC, but Force Awakens is bad.
I would assume so
Yeah.
because like when you see his mouth, when you see Han Solo's mouth move, and they use his dialogue from the movie, I'm like, this doesn't feel right, dude. Like it doesn't. They literally just ripped out. But like the Hobbit game's good, but that one like it just looked weird, dude.
I mean, there's multiple reasons why Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens is bad. Reason number 1 being it's one movie made into an entire Lego game.
It's like a 2-hour movie made into a full Lego game.
No,
Paid $60 for.
There is a whole level that is just getting into the Resistance base.
That's what we call adding.
And there's another level where some like Resistance fighter loses his ice cream, and you have to get ice cream for him.
What?
That sounds too silly for a Lego game. What?
Too silly. Oh yeah. So, even like with the previous Lego Star Wars games, they had a sense of like with the super serious scene. They were serious. Like if you look at Luke taking off Vader's mask, that was treated seriously in the complete saga. If you look at the Mustafar battle, that was treated seriously in the complete saga. Oh yeah, and by the way, the first level is like the third act of Return of the Jedi. So they hook you in with some nostalgia. But it's that is the best level in the game, not gonna lie.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but the scene with Luke and Vader, it's like Luke takes it off and it's the Anakin Clone Wars Lego piece.
Oh,
and then he's like, oh, and then he like panics and switches to the Darth Vader like head.
That's great. That's great.
Jeez.
That's fantastic.
I don't know. I watched a whole video that was just comparing that scene in different Lego games, and it's so funny because the Disney Infinity one is garbage. Like, does anybody?
The Disney Infinity also knows the guys that are making Hogwarts Legacy right now.
So true. Yeah, dude. Like, okay. No, if you look at the Disney Infinity one, it looks so bad because, one, or I think this might be the Luke I am your father scene. I don't know. Okay, one, it happens on Hoth. Okay, that's the first problem. Yeah.
What in the world? And get the settings right.
Oh yeah, and like obviously it's an abridged version, and Luke is in his farm boy outfit, and then he just like, and also Leia and Han are with him, and they just run to the Millennium Falcon.
Interesting. See, it's a time paradox. They got confused in who owns them.
You said it's the Disney Infinity.
Gosh, yes, Disney Infinity.
Everything.
There was three editions of that game, like 2.0 and 3.0, and then they planned a bunch of other stuff. That game must have made money in the beginning, and wait a minute, this game sucks. Because I didn't like Skylanders. I liked the Lego one.
I love Skylanders.
Or no, is it Lego Dimensions? What was the?
Yeah,
that was cool, but I didn't like you had to buy physical DLC to play.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best Lego games if you can afford it.
I bought it just to play Sonic, so that's it. I got it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I had Skylanders, and I had a friend that has Lego Dimensions and Disney Infinity. Yeah, and by the way, version 2 or whatever, it was 2.0. That was Marvel. 3.0 was Star Wars.
We could talk about bad Star Wars games all day.
Well, one of my favorite Star Wars platform games was actually on the Super Nintendo. The Super Star Wars games, what? The one for the first, the episode 4, and then you got the Empire Strikes Back. And
you mean the 2D one?
Yeah, the side-scrolling, yeah.
Dude, that game's hard. That shit's hard.
I love those games. All of them.
Of course.
Dude,
of course you'd be into that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think they made it easier on its re-release when they did it. That shit was hard. I struggled.
Re-release?
Yeah, they released on modern consoles and stuff. The New Hope game.
Oh, okay.
Because the 2D Luke and he would get the lightsaber and he would get the blaster. I'm like, this game's hard, man. I couldn't get past it. I'm like,
it is really. I don't think
This is the Dark Souls of 2D games.
Yeah, exactly. Dark Souls.
The Dark Souls of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just classic difficulty.
Elden Ring is the open world of Dark Souls games.
Yeah, and Back 4 Blood is the Dark Souls of Left 4 Dead. That's great. Now that's not all players that can cut the cream, You can't make it.
Let's see. Let me try to think. Anything else I want to say about Elden Ring?
I only know. How did we get here? I only know about Super Star Wars is because of JonTron.
Oh man,
the Starcade.
Oh yeah, he did that Starcade stuff, the whole separate channel thing.
Yeah, and then he then at the ending he revealed Darth Vader was Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. That was quite a deep cut.
Sweet portrayal.
Well, yeah, it was so weird because they never want to acknowledge JonTron ever since he left.
I've never really watched a lot of Game Grumps or whatever. I just know that JonTron stopped uploading. Why he stopped? Oh, he's doing another show. Oh, never mind, he's back. And then he just disappeared again. I'm like, what? Come on. JonTron has some of the funniest stuff on the planet.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The Game Grumps, they used to be funny.
I bought Flex Tape because of his Flex Tape thing. I'm like, this stuff's incredible. I'm going to use it
honestly,
on my body.
I haven't I have Flex Tape sitting from March of this year. I haven't even used it yet because that is so powerful. I don't even know what to. I haven't even come across something that powerful since I bought it.
Maybe your controller when you smash it.
When I was in college, because I was in game development and stuff in college, we were making a soundboard, and one of our soundboard, it was that's a lot of damage, and we used it every second of every day. That's crazy because the teacher goes up, he's like, "Okay, class is starting," and someone hit the button and said, "That's a lot of damage." It's just too much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Dude, that's honestly, I don't know how, that something that perfect just happened. I feel like JonTron might have been paid off by Phil Swift himself. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
mean, I wouldn't doubt that there wasn't any sponsorship deals or anything like that.
He totally had a
Like,
sponsorship for that second.
down the line, there was just I don't know. It just seems like the meme caught on a little too hard.
That stuff was like insane. That stuff like it just changed me forever. Right? I'm not the same person. Phil Swift probably got more popular after that too. Us members of the TGGGP are big fans of good content, such as the Gamer Gear podcast.
So true.
Got 66 million views.
So true. Oh wow. We deserve that many views.
Yeah, we do. We deserve it every second of every day.
If you want to help us reach 60 million views, make sure you share. And also, go to our lovely sponsor, thedragonstreasure.com, and enter code MANIC for 10% off your order of anime-inspired tea.
I need myself some tea. I want to drink some tea now.
I was actually going to. I was looking at the stuff. We actually came up with some stuff I'm actually going to buy from them. You know, so like I am going to end up using it.
Let's go!
Because I'm a big tea drinker. I'm a big fan of anime too.
Very cool.
You heard it here, JaxBizarre, known gamer. Has anyone looked at the Shin Megami Tensei 5 reviews and how crazy they are because they compare it to Persona 5?
I haven't seen the reviews, but it's just...
the reviews came out for it. I am super thinking that I might go ahead and get this game because so far it confirms everything that I want in the game as being a better version of SMT3. It comes out in Japan on the November 11th, but it comes out worldwide the 12th. The game looks awesome, dude. John watched a little bit of SMT3, but he played SMT4 and he liked it. As much as I hate this 3DS, you need to give SMT4 Apocalypse because that game's probably the second best SMT game. The reviews are good, right? The game's solid. I think the lowest score it got was technically like a 6 out of 10 because it's like a 3 stars out of 5 stars, but everything else is like 9s and 8s and stuff. And a lot of people who reviewed the game on some websites and like other people that are like smaller, game sites, but got a copy, gave it like great like reviews. But of course, we live in a world where people like to do stupid stuff. They felt like the game didn't have heart because there's not like Persona 5 elements in it, even though Persona 5 is the third best Persona game in the world, right? It's a phenomenal game. It's fun. It's like a billion hours long. But dude, not every RPG has to be Persona, right? Persona 5 is a game about style, a game about looking great and feeling great, right? If you ever play, if you think that you don't want the game because it's not like Persona 5, dude, I hate to tell you, but like 99.999% of all other RPGs in the world are not like Persona 5. Persona 5 is its own thing, right? And people say, oh, Persona 5 got me into RPGs. Well, that's a bad game to get you into RPGs because no other RPG is like it. If you want a true RPG, play some of the original Final Fantasies or Dragon Quest. But it's insane, dude. It's crazy. Like the review was great, right? They praised the game for like actual stuff that's in it, and then all of a sudden, like it's just not Persona 5. I just cannot. It kills me. It kills me that it has to happen. It's just it's so stupid, right?
For the record, what's 1 and 2 for best Persona games?
Persona 4 Golden is hands down one of the greatest games of all time. Persona 4 Golden, and then the second game would be Persona 3 Portable. Because all the content you can play as a male or female in that game and stuff. I've not finished the original 2 Persona games, but Persona 1 and then Persona 2, Eternal Punishment, and Innocent Sin. They're different games. They're not even the same. Like they're completely different, right?
Yeah, it's like saying Fallout 1 and 2 are, in the Fallout series. It's like different,
Yeah. You could argue that the 1 and 2 aren't connected to 3, 4, and 5, but 3, 4, and 5 are in the same universe. And then they have the dancing games and stuff like that, which are
Yeah.
fine if you like rhythms and stuff. There is a really good DS game or 3DS game, Persona Q. Again, it's on the 3DS, but it's a good game. And then we got Persona Q2, but Atlas was too lazy to dub the game, so the game's there's literally no point in playing it because like they'll say stuff in game you can't understand because they don't have subtitles during the battle.
Yeah. From what I've heard of Persona, like the world is connected, but the storylines are completely separate.
Yeah. There's So we're trying what's the canon version? Obviously, I would probably say Persona 4 Golden is the only game I can say is canon. But we don't know which version of Persona 5's canon, Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal. We don't know which one's canon because the sequel to Persona 5 Strikers, is a sequel to Persona 5, not Royal. So, and then there's 3 versions of Persona 3. And I don't know that, but they're connected through some common threads and stuff. And SMT's connected in because multiverses and stuff like that. But dude, just if you can play Persona 4 Golden, it is fantastic. And then play SMT 3, it's fantastic.
I think I have Persona 4 Golden on Steam.
Yeah, they sell it. When it came in, thank you, Atlas. Atlas is known, and the companies, when they release a game, a re-release, they make it $6. Thank the heavens they made it $20. Right? That is going to be the best 80 hours you ever put into it. And another reason, and this is a point for John in the PC race. There is a mod that restores some content that's not in Persona Golden, when they made it, stuff they just never finished, and they added more art and correct art that would play with each other when you play the game because some outfits and stuff on their visual novel models don't show or it's different, and also improve some things in the game slightly, but playing on PC is fantastic, right? It works great with mouse and keyboard, right? You play it with a controller, it works perfectly. Anyone can you could do you could probably run this game on max settings on anything. Again, when SMT 3 came out, it came out a few years before Persona 4, these games look Persona 4 ugly, right? Again, ugly. The models are ugly, but the gameplay is great. While Nocturne, because if you look at Nocturne, because John looked at it, the game looks great for an old 2001 to 2003 game. And all they did is just up-res. They didn't replace any textures or anything. Both great games. I think Nocturne should be a $20 game as well. But, again, Atlas wants to make money, so.
Yeah, I've always seen the SMT games being pretty much the hardcore version of Persona.
Yeah.
It's got all the difficulty. You pretty much need to know your demon fusions if you want to do good at higher difficulties and all that.
Persona 4 has super easy mode where if you die you just restart the battle at max health.
Oh my god.
So
Phoenix mode from Fire and Fates.
And I think even the easy mode in Nocturnes, you just get more experience and stuff in the easy mode because then that's how you speedrun the game. It's you switch easy mode and grind out or whatever. Even the easy mode, some of the bosses, even on easy, they break you because they're RPGs and they're Japanese games, and people see them as weeby. Is kind of that's kind of an issue that people have. But if you can play them, these games are mechanically fantastic. And as much as I love Persona, SMT, 3 and 4 and 4 Apocalypse are some of the best RPGs in general. Mechanically, they're solid. If you want a true, even the Devil, I love Devil Survivor. They also made that. Devil Survivor 1 and 2. They're also on DS and 3DS. But these games they're so super, they're so tight in their mechanics. And, every battle can be, life or death, for real. Sometimes a random battle's this is harder than the boss I just did. So you have to be on your toes. There's no auto battle, right? You could do auto battle. They add that in games now, but like unless you're playing super easy, I don't recommend auto battle at all.
Yeah, you'll probably die.
Oh, dude,
you need to hit those weaknesses every time.
I played when I played Persona 5 on Merciless, Persona 5 Royal, I auto battled through like the dungeon in the game, and I got one shotted. I'm like, oh no! And I just like, oh shit, like, oh no! And I went back 2 hours of progress.
If a newcomer was going to play Shin Megami Tensei 5, then like narratively it'd be fine, right? That you wouldn't be lost. Okay.
Like in terms of lore, I don't think it matters. Because it's not like they're remakes of each other, but they're in their own universe. Where like I think every SMT game, even the original two, are like, Satan and Jesus had to argue, and now the world's destroyed. Now you just got to survive it. It's kind of how it is. But yeah, SMT 5, from everything I've seen, from everything everyone said, like is very newcomer friendly. I've not seen anyone talk about difficulty modes in the game, so I don't know about that. Because some games like they lock you in like a difficulty. But as far as I know, some people said the game is harder than 3. And I've beat 3 on its hardest mode, not its newest hardest mode, but like its general hardest mode. Man, if it's harder than that, I might need to I'm gonna have to like do some research and stuff because they kick your butt, dude. But it's exciting.
So.
It's an exciting, like this is where like it's a turn-based game. I got you, all right. Here we go. Right here, SMT 5 has 4 modes: safety mode, casual mode, normal mode, and hard mode. There's it seems it just adjusts how much they take, how much you deal. Normal mode, you receive standard amount of experience. I think like when you go in casual or safer mode, you get more experience and more maca, which is like the money. And I'm sure like hard mode's like, we're going to cut your money in half and you do 25% damage and we killed your mom.
Should have had demon mode.
Yeah. Also, the main character has a lightsaber in this game, so that's cool.
Like just demon energy.
You know what else is a good RPG coming out next year?
What is it?
Project Triangle Strategy. They have an actual name for it now, but
is it? What is it? Please tell me it's not Triangle Strategy.
I'm pretty sure it's Triangle Strategy.
Dude, when they did Project Octopath Traveler, I'm like, that name's cool. Right? Because I was watching people like react to it like when it was live, and it was like Triangle Strategy. They lost their mind. Like they lost their mind for like 5 minutes and they missed the next announcement because they just couldn't believe what that name. I played the demo for Triangle Strategy because it was out on Switch.
How was it?
Me too.
It's good, dude. I like. They left it at a cliffhanger. I'm like, damn, dude. If they gave me the game right now, I'll pay $60 to play it because I was like excited because I like the way it looks. The game looks great. I like remake or this 2D HD look. Like I think it's like awesome.
Yeah.
5D.
No, it's I'm pretty sure it's like patented or copyrighted as 2D HD.
Yeah.
Oh. 2D HD, huh?
Which I really liked Octopath Traveler.
There's a prequel to Octopath. Did you know that?
Yeah. Isn't it like mobile only in Japan?
I wish there was a Wikipedia article so I could look at it, but apparently they don't have that. So I have to look on other websites that I don't know anything about.
Like there was definitely a second Octopath Traveler game that like I don't know what happened with that.
Conquerors of the Continent. Apparently it's only in Japan.
Conquerors of the Continent. That sounds badass.
Let's see. It's a single player, free to play RPG set in that area. However, it was delayed to August. Let me check. This strange article. It's iOS. It's out now. I don't think we'll ever get a release. Octopus Traveler's on PC too. They added that like I think last year or 2 years ago. So that's cool. Come on now, show me Triangle Strategy. They don't got any stuff about this. Man, come on now, Square Enix. You breaking my bones, dude. Are they not? Are they not making? Is the main developers who made Octopath not making Triangle Strategy? I thought they were.
What's the development team behind Triangle Strategy?
Acquire made Octopath, and I thought they made. Is it like Square Enix Division 12 or something like that? They name all their like divisions like this is Game Division 274 and a half.
Or Square Enix of Europe.
Let's see. I like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like that. So having like a more tactical, like you move around, and instead of a regular, like turn-based Octopath, really like attracted me more. So I'm actually excited for Triangle Strategy, but we know it's going to come to PC eventually. So I can wait, but I don't think I think Octopath ran fine on the Switch, right? So I'd just rather play it on a bigger screen, but I think it will run fine. So
Yeah, and I believe Octopath Traveler came out on Switch July of 2018, and the release date for Steam says June 2019.
Ooh.
So that was like an 11th month difference.
That's great, dude. That's fantastic.
Good amount of time itself. It's actually good.
So, one of my favorite games of all time, Dragon Quest III, is getting like the same treatment as Octopath. And its official name is killing me. Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, because they called Final Fantasy VII Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm gonna buy this game on a box, and it's gonna say HD 2D remake, and I'm gonna like cry. But that's only been announced for PS4 and Switch. They better bring that game to PC, because like Dragon Quest needs more sales. They're shooting themselves in the foot if they don't do that. But Triangle Strategy looks great, dude. Like I want that game. Like I'm like that's why I still have a Switch, is for games like that. Yeah. And Metroid Prime 4.
Do you think it's better than XCOM? You played the XCOM games, right, Jax?
I beat the first, like, because when I got XCOM 1, someone a very good friend of mine gave it to me. I beat it, and I like XCOM was great. Like XCOM was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I had issues with the story of Octopath, but I think mechanically it's great, and I think in Triangle Strategy is different. I think Triangle Strategy is like John's game, right? I think this is gonna be John's game of the year for the Switch whenever it comes out.
If I ever play my Switch,
yeah. Well, it's probably going to PC a year later, so
yeah, I could wait.
The game just looks so good. Like I like realistic graphics, but like Octopath and I guess the HD 2D look, it's so nice, right? It feels like this game has a lot of money in it, but it's probably just like how they render it and everything. But like it looks like man, I'm buying a game that's like high quality, and I'm playing it on my Switch, which is low quality, but it evens out.
I showed my friend a screenshot of Octopath Traveler, and he asked, "Is that the new Pokemon game?"
Dude, think about that. Oh my god. Square Enix got to make like Square Enix Mon or something. Amazing. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then I showed him Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and he was disappointed.
Yeah. Super casual games.
Let's Go Eevee and stuff. It's not a bad game. It's just like I don't like the new mechanics, and I didn't really care for it. And it's like it's easier than Sword and Shield too.
It's Kanto again.
Yeah, it's Kanto.
It's also meant for younger people. That game sold a bananas too. Like that. Like I think it's one of the best selling Pokemon games. Is Let's Go.
I mean, it's literally only because it's on Switch, and it was the first game on Switch.
Okay, so
it's got this Pokeballs too.
Mm-hmm. So Octopath was made on Unreal Engine 4, so it's not like any special engine. So like you could probably do something like this if someone wanted to make a game like Octopath in that style. Like all this stuff exists. It's also on Stadia, if anyone knows what Google Stadia is. That platform.
Oh, I forgot about that. Literally,
The-
the only time I ever say Google Stadia is when I jokingly say, Stadia is the best version or best console version of Cyberpunk.
Dude, there's one Dark Souls game worse than Sekiro, and that is Sekiro Stadia version.
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
Shots fired. Pow pow pew pew pew.
Just out of nowhere, THQ Nordic released a SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated for Stadia trailer.
Oh my god.
And then all the comments were like, "Oh, I'm happy for the 2 people that'll buy this."
They announced like Doom Eternal, Doom Eternal, that FPS platformer game that came out like 2 years ago. That was one of the first things they showed for Stadia, and then it come out to like way later. It didn't come out at launch. Like, come on, dude! Like, don't show off a game that's not going to be there at launch. I think you had like 5 games at launch of Stadia, right? Does it seem right? They used to do like Nintendo Direct like stuff, and then like people like clown on them during like their like YouTube live streams and stuff, because Stadia didn't do live videos anymore. They would just like premiere a video that they already like made, and then I think one time they didn't even premiere it; they just posted it. Right, they just posted the video so people will be able to skim through it. Oh my god, dude! But again, Google's going to write it off and then make up $5 billion somehow. They're going to sell it to somebody.
Somehow. They'll sell your data.
Yeah.
I'm never buying any Google product. I'm never going to buy any more Google products to be banned by old Google account. At my my old YouTube account, they banned it. I was like, screw you guys. I had it for like 10 years. They just got banned. They don't even tell me why.
Google never listens to anyone, but you know who listens to their fans?
Us.
I do.
Marvel Avengers. Marvel Avengers listen to their fans, but it's too late. This game's already dead. Because they removed their paid XP boost after everyone told it was a bad idea a month later. Even though when the game was announced, they promised no pay-to-win mechanics like XP boosters. Dude.
I mean, the game was already bad without the XP boosters, so...
I like Marvel Avengers as a game that does what it does with your friends. This is like Anthem bad, where I don't think they know what they wanted to do with... And Anthem's garbage. And they still sell Anthem, right? They still sell Anthem.
I forgot. Dude. I honestly forgot about Anthem.
Dude, luckily, I got the game for $5 at GameSpot, and I okay, this is my time. Let's do it. And it wouldn't run. Never mind, we can't do it. Because it had like a 57 gigabyte update. I'm like, fuck this, dude.
57, oh my god. It's almost like the updates for like Arc and Atlas. That's how big the updates are.
Dude, so Marvel Avengers has Marvel Avengers came out. It's single player, or I guess technically you gotta be connected online, but it's its single player modes are interesting. The concept is interesting, right? But it's tied into the mechanics where... So I'm going to explain to you the loop of when you play this game. On like single player, which is always online, or multiplayer. You equip gear, right? Gear just as stat bonuses or little effects. In order to get better gear from chests or drops, you have to equip better gear. So when you're going throughout a map, if you drop gear, every time you get a piece of gear, you have to check it. Doesn't matter if it gives you debuffs, because gear has like a rating, rating 5, rating 100. You want your average rating on your gear to be high enough so that when you kill someone or open a chest, you get better gear. So when me and my friend played it, literally, it took us a mission maybe take 5 minutes, took us 15 minutes because we had opened all the chests, and we kept on equipping gear the entire time. Because if you don't equip and get high enough gear, the gear you get is going to be around the same. I think you get gear that's like 1 point higher. So, and I think the max gear is like 150, right? So dude, it's crazy. It's not fun, right? It's not fun. The costume, how you get costumes in the game is like you have to pay for like 75% of them.
Isn't there a battle pass system?
Okay, so it's battle pass
for
system
each character.
So you don't have to pay money. You don't have to pay money for it. Basically, the battle passes you have to complete challenges, and as you complete challenges, you level up the pass. and you get, I want to say, about maybe 5 costumes each, and then the main story gives you a costume. But these are literally the worst costumes in the game, right? When they add new costumes, you have to pay money for it, right? You have to pay money for it.
Yeah.
So when I beat the main story, okay, so this is another. I like the game. I like what it's supposed to be, but it's just flush with garbage. The first story that you have to do by yourself. But when the first expansion came out, you could play with friends. The second one, because there's taking aim, which is good. The story's interesting. Future Imperfect, which is interesting, and then the War for Wakanda, which is interesting. But no matter, as you get stronger in the game, as you equip gear, so do the enemies. Some enemies are lower level, but there's enemies that are always high. Like, you're playing the same game. Like, you get better gear, you get better abilities, and you do better damage, but the abilities they are what make you better. It's not the equipment. So it's really equip all this tedious gear so that you can attack enemies, because enemies will scale with your level, and because your characters level up. And, there's no diversity in your customization of a character, because Kamala Khan or Captain America will all have all their abilities when they reach max level. Eventually, they added a system where you get more health or whatever. But when the game first launched, it's garbage. And they added these XP boosts. Okay, so they announced that they were making the game more grindable, right? So they literally said it, and obviously this may be corporate, but if you want to level up your character, about maybe 7-8 months ago, if you want to level up your character, do it now before we change the way experience is in the game. So it went from maybe taking 5 hours to max out a character if you do the right tricks to 10 hours. And then all of a sudden they bring in these XP boosters. And I'm like, this is so scummy. This is such total. This is pandering to the corporate people who want to make more money. Because this game failed. Marvel Avengers failed. It just came out the CEO of Square Enix said Marvel Avengers this game failed. This is probably the worst selling, underperforming Marvel thing ever since X-Men 3: The Last Stand. In good news, I played Guardian of the Galaxy. This game is 9 out of 10. This game is fantastic.
Really?
I would say Guardian of the Galaxy is very comic book driven, while where the other ones are Marvel movies. This one's actually very connected to the comics. This isn't like Disney Marvel, right? This game has I don't know how much you know about Guardian of the Galaxy, but you'll be looking at Drax's if you remember Drax, he kind of the way he talks, he talks weird, but he literally Star-Lord is wow, you have a long rap sheet, Drax, and Drax said, that's what your mother said. And then, in 5 seconds, Rocket Raccoon says, that's funny because Star-Lord's mom is dead. And it killed me. That was I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then another scene where this alien guy's talking, and he's mad for whatever reason, and his son's dead, and he wants to attack this woman, and Rocket Raccoon is trying to do something, right? And then Rocket falls down, and he's like, what's that noise or whatever? And he's like, wait, didn't you have another person with you? He's like, well, maybe he's dead, just like your son. And I was just this game is great. Combat feels a little weird at some points. And this would be, if this game was co-op, I think it would be the perfect game. But this game is great. This is probably the best Marvel game. This is almost like Spider-Man. This is almost honestly, I might say I like this more than Spider-Man, maybe. But this game is really good. They undersell this game so badly, and I'm scared this game's going to fail. I don't know, if it did good in sales, but this game's great, and it is how games should be. I think the only thing people don't like is there's if you pre-order the game, you get a skin, but that's it. That's the worst thing about the game is there's a skin. I think they're going to unlock it later on, so it's just a skin you won't get. But they got the Frog Thor in the game. This game's great, dude. This game's great. I completely changed my perspective. I was all what? This game's phenomenal.
Yeah. The only Marvel game that I played in recent memory all the way through is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
That's on the Switch. The Black Order.
Nintendo Switch exclusive.
That game had a lot of DLC.
Yes, it did. I actually never really got around to the DLC all that much.
I never
I
played
don't know.
it.
It's just, yeah, it was just kind of like it's one of those games that I played in summer of 2019 that like I played like 100 hours of, then never touched again. It was between that and Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, basically, and a little bit of Super Mario Maker, but that was a little more sparsely populated. And I've touched Super Mario Maker since that summer. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just no, I just kind of got burnt out on it. It's very very much a grindy game. Oh yeah, and also Hollow Knight. That's another one.
I think we mentioned on the first episode Hollow Knight. So call back to episode 0. That's also a great game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we probably mentioned it because of Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just and it was a good game. I'm sure you can get it on sale at this point if you have a Nintendo. So because Nintendo games always go on sale. Am I right, fellas?
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
definitely.
Speaking of Marvel games, that XCOM Marvel game got delayed. Midnight Suns.
Dang, it sucks.
Yeah, but I mean,
I did not know there was such a thing.
Yeah, Midnight Suns. Basically, it's XCOM but with cards. There's a card system in it.
Yeah, it's not grid based. It's all like freeform.
So it's like, I guess, like you build a deck, and then like your character's like, okay, let me play as, I don't know, Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. My deck is full of like bad cards. I don't want RNG in my XCOM games unless it's like I know the statistics and my chances. But I don't think this game's going to be that. I think this game's probably going to remove that to be more. I don't know. Like I was playing XCOM like when the trailer came out. I don't know, man. I'm not a big XCOM player, but when I played XCOM, the first one, or I guess the remake that came out, like 6-8 years ago, I'm like, this game's solid. This game's still solid. People still play this game. There's still mods being made for this game. And I'm like, man, Midnight Sun just looks okay. But they got Ghost Rider in it. So I like Ghost Rider, so maybe I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how it's going to be because it is freeform. There's no grid system to really think about. So it might be hard to kind of guesstimate ranges and everything from like a tactical standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever played like the 90s XCOM?
I've seen it. There's a lot more.
I've heard of
hardcore mechanics. Yeah, I've seen it. It's definitely a lot more hardcore. It's not like the the more modern XComs where you don't really have to worry about keeping track of your ammo on like every gun and being able to you can shoot through walls and like they're classics. You don't have to see an enemy. You just if you know something's there, you can just shoot it. And if your weapon has enough penetration, you can kill stuff. It's your units are most likely going to die. There's going to be a lot of like sacrificial pawns have to do this kind of scout where the aliens are in the classic games.
John, did you play what is it, Mario plus a Rabbit? Battle Kingdom or whatever it was called?
I have it on my Switch. I bought it like 2 years ago and I've never played it yet.
I've played through it.
That game is worth it for Rabid Donkey Kong alone, and the Rabbid Luigi.
Oh, I haven't played the DLC yet.
Did they announce a second one? Didn't they announce Mario XCOM 2?
Yeah, they announced the second one. It takes place in space and has Rabid Rosalina.
Dude, Rosalina's like my favorite.
Oh, and Rabid Lumas. They look so cursed.
I think Mario plus Rabbids is like the best. It's the only good Rabbid game that exists. I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100%. I played them, dude. Trust me. I was a bad kid. Like I've seen my entire life. I love Rayman, right? So like I don't think there's any Rayman references. I think that's the only bad thing I think I feel about Mario plus Rabbids, because like Rayman's like the shit, dude. I think Rayman 2. I think about if I'm getting my games, and then like the Legends, Rayman Legends, Origins are great games, but they're good platformers. So if you like platformers, the Rayman games are good.
Oh, yeah, I think Rabbids definitely became their own thing because weren't they introduced in a Rayman game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were.
Yeah,
There's these. They're so stupid, dude. Like they're like. I like them better than Minions, right? From Despicable Me, you know. Like when I watch Despicable Me, I'm like, okay, Despicable Me 2, okay. Now there's a movie about them. Okay, look, we got look. You got to chill. You need to chill. Okay, stop.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, that movie about them actually retconned a previous like promotion. That like I think the promotion had Gru making the Minions or Dr.
Oh my god,
Nefario.
the retcon. Oh my
Yeah,
god, what is this, Metal Gear Solid?
yeah. Yeah, so they took it down. They took that down.
Isn't there a
Yeah,
second Minions movie?
Minions 2. Yeah.
Did it happen, or did it like get? Because every movie I know in the past 3 years has been delayed 100 times. Now I got to go undercover and do some research. I've came back with it. It is called Minions 2: The Rise of Gru. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So okay, so I watched the Minions, that movie back in like whenever it came out. So like they always go with the bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering, where were they during World War II?
Oh my god, they probably joined the right side. So the entire Minions 2 script was leaked like 2 years ago. Oh, there's a
Has it
Despicable
not
Me
come out
3?
yet?
No, it comes out next year.
Yeah. There's Despicable Me 3.
I like the first two Despicable Me's. I thought they were fine movies. Oh, the first one
it features Gru's like older brother or something that's more successful than him.
Okay, I got scared for a second. There's like Lego Minions. Oh, it's just like toys. It's not a game. I got scared.
Lego, dude.
Have you seen the Lego Mario stuff? It's horror. Like it's stupid. It's not even Legos. It's just like it's like Mega Bloks. It looks like and you know what Mega Bloks is the worst Legos.
Whoa.
They're huge.
The rift in the podcast has begun.
Dude, it looks cool. Like you can actually like play with the Mario stuff.
I never had Legos. I just went with my grandparents, and they had Legos, and I would always steal like a couple pieces. And then when I came back home from the summer, I was like, "Aha, my collection is growing." And then I stopped going, and because I got too old, and they wanted younger children to come. And I'm like, "No, my collection."
Yeah,
Legos for you.
I think I had Mario Connects or some other like off-brand Lego thing. Have you not seen the diorama with Bob on Battlefield, Womp's Fortress, and I think the not Tiny Huge Island, the third one that's ice. I forgot the name.
I saw one with Thwomp, a Thwomp, and that's it. I thought it looked so weird, but again, Nintendo's got to be Nintendo and do their own thing. Just like making bad ports of their games, making their N64 controller only work on N64 games, updating Mario 64, but only update so that it has support for the N64 controller. Even though if you're making the game and you know the controllers are going to exist, shouldn't that already be like day one? Whatever. Nintendo, whatever. You confuse me.
Wait, did they update the 3D All Stars collection to support the Switch N64 controller?
I think it's only. I think the N64 controller is only meant for the online games. For their, I don't think it's for. I don't think it's. I might be wrong, but.
Oh, okay. So I literally just went to my Switch, went to Super Mario 3D All Stars, and hit check for updates. It is currently updating.
Oh snap! Doing it live. Well, I mean, by the time technically, if you watch this, live, we'll be in chat, and you can agree with us going live. But you should totally be there.
Okay, yeah, the controller works on PC from what I heard. So there you go.
Yes,
you just play on PC.
Yeah, I don't know how in terms of latency or whatever, but I do know that people are excited to have more N64 controllers. So that's cool.
And at the very least, you could probably just like mod it to be wired anyway.
Yeah, I remember like early on, they patched 3D All Stars for Sunshine. so that the emulation cubes wouldn't appear, and also to support the GameCube controller adapter.
What was it? There was something funny people were talking about. But yeah, I'm looking right here. Super Mario 3 All Stars update adds N64 control support for Super Mario 64. So if you get the controller, and I think you can only get it if you're online.
Yeah, if you have Switch Online.
So that's cool. Does the GameCube controller for the or is that only for Smash? Would that work?
Sure.
Yeah, the GameCube controller adapter is only for select games that support it, being Smash and Super Mario Sunshine.
Okay.
Maybe Nick All Stars Brawl supports it. Who knows?
Yeah, no one likes that game apparently.
I still like it. I just haven't been playing it. But so from what you said that the freaking N64 controller, you can only get the updates if you're paying for the subscription.
Yeah.
What you said? What?
If you have the subscription, you get exclusive deals, and those deals include in the N64 controller. That is the only way you can get it unless you get it scalped.
What the heck?
It's the same applies to the Switch N64, not N64, NES and SNES controllers, right?
Yeah.
You had to subscribe to be able to buy those too.
This is also crazy, but I looked more into the Ocarina of Time N64 emulation on Switch. Apparently, Link's gauntlets are a different color now. Just they don't know why. It's just through the emulation it changed the color of the model of the gauntlets.
What?
Yeah. They're so I've only seen Let's Plays and stuff of Ocarina of Time, and I've never played the game actually. But the Great Deku Tree is covered by fog, but he's not covered by fog if you look at it in the village. So you can see him. Usually the fog he would be a hazy. Man, there's 50 million videos. This one guy's a speedrunner. Is he went through the game and he's you can still play the game, right? But if you're someone who wants to speed run or play this game quickly, you just can't do it because there's just maneuvers that you just cannot do in this game because of the lag. Besides the water, just being completely different and stuff. I think one person did a comparison, they moved the stick, and when it registers to this thing. I don't know. It's crazy, dude. This is really. It's only 3 games, right? So it's Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and another game, right? And they released 6 or 7 games, but it's only those 3. It's the 3 most popular games, the games that people want that are broken, and I don't know, man.
You just wait until they release Banjo-Kazooie. Okay.
Oh god, it's gonna be terrible.
Well,
yeah.
Well, Banjo-Kazooie is the worst 3D platform of all time, so maybe they won't do it.
Whoa! Whoa!
All these hot takes. Jeez.
Rare has only ever made 2 good games in their entire life.
I just for Gemini.
Sea of Thieves, because that game's actually good. Ignore the Sony fanboys and other. No, not at launch, but now it's great. I got it for free, so I shouldn't complain. But that game's really good, That game's really, really good. And their second game. Anyone want to guess what I think Rare's second or one of their best games they ever made? Because I play a lot of Rare games.
Yeah, Force Gemini.
Donkey Kong 64.
Well, I like that.
No, that game sucks, dude. I don't like that game. That game is too. I don't know, man. Monkey go monkey.
Monkey go monkey.
Dog expand.
But again, like I mentioned, I really, 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 really like, and I like Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
It's really good. I've never played the original Donkey Kong Countries, so I can't give that a fair thing. But every other game I've played that Rare's made, they all suck.
It was my favorite Donkey Kong Country.
The worst one they made is Grab All the Ghoulies, and I bought that game on Xbox when I was a kid. Oh my god,
you'll never forgive them.
Now I know people love not Donkey Kong. Well, yeah, people like Donkey Kong. Tropical Freeze is great, but people really, really like Banjo-Kazooie.
Tropical Freeze is honestly one of the most overrated games ever. Period.
I got it. I got it on Switch and I really enjoyed it.
It's good, but it's not the best show.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure if I play probably like if I play Country 2, or Country 3, I'll probably like them better. But I like Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze was made by Retro Studios, so obviously Rare had nothing to do with it.
It genuinely controls like my hands are freezing. So I guess
hardcore mode.
Jungle Beat.
You got. Oh my god! You have to feel the Tropical Freeze to truly be able to play Tropical Freeze.
You
like
it feels like Batman. My first Banjo-Kazooie game was Nuts and Bolts.
Oh god!
and Nuts and Bolts is the most interesting game they ever made.
Banjo-Tooie is pretty good.
I disagree. I think Nuts and Bolts is probably the best. Is the best Banjo game, most likely.
No,
Have high authority. The game's interesting though. A game looks like turd, but I actually played Nuts and Bolts. I never beat it because I couldn't figure out one of the freaking missions. I couldn't figure out how to build this. It's too much for me.
No. Okay, so how if you don't do the missions, you have the entire world open to you, and there's literally nothing for you to do in them.
Yeah, do the missions. That's what the game was made for.
yeah, but imagine being a kid and not knowing that and just walking around forever.
At least the music's good because Grant Kirkhope did it. So at least we have that. At least we have. Did you ever play? Ukulele?
I did not. No.
I think the game still doesn't run good on my PS4, so I never beat it. But I did play Ukulele in an Impossible Lair, which plays like Tropical Freeze but way better.
I played a little bit of that. It was meh.
Easy. It wasn't hard. I didn't feel a challenge, but
one of my Humble Bundle games that I haven't redeemed yet.
Mario plus Rabbids: The Spark of Hope. That's what Sparks of Hope is what the next one game is.
Mm-hmm.
There's an edgy dude. I'm excited for this game. I'm probably not going to play it, but I am excited. It's probably going to be the best Raven Rabbit game ever.
I'm really hoping Nintendo does fix your online because it's terrible. The best way to play, those classic games is to, hack your Switch and get actual emulators. That's the best way to play those games on the Switch.
You can probably hack your Switch with a N64 emulator that plays Mario 64 way better than the other one. Which I got a question for you, John. A very important question.
Mm-hmm.
At this time of this recording, right now, a game has came out. Call of Duty Vanguard. Did you know that game came out?
I heard about it, but I didn't know it came out.
Manic, did you know that game came out already?
I knew Thursday that it came out, or that's yesterday. Yeah, I figured out yesterday that it's coming out.
What is it, a dumpster fire?
It came out. Okay, so I'm gonna allow Manic to say whatever he wants to say about Vanguard, but I have people that I usually watch for content, and they were playing this game, and they stopped playing this game within an hour by how bad how bad the game is. They literally switched to play Castlevania.
Okay. So I've actually played the beta. I have not played the actual game, so I don't know what differences there are. It's it didn't stand out to me at all. Just I'm pretty sure I have a video on my channel documenting the voice chat of the game, and honestly, the voice chat took me back to the Xbox 360 days. It was that amazing. Okay? It was the voice chat was really good, but the game itself, I couldn't care less.
Call of Duty Vanguard, the Gamer Gear podcast, 24-hour death stream.
For Back 4 Blood, trying to freaking beat Nightmare with pubs. They just run around with their heads cut off. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep running through all the zombies, disturb all the birds, hit all the sleepers, and shoot all the cars. I'm gonna break all the alarm doors, and like, this gotta go fast, right? Shoot the team.
So I did look
uh,
I did look this up, right? And Manic can say stuff too. But yeah, Vanguard is nowhere near historically accurate at all. They literally just I looked at like some synopsises and then some stuff in the beginning of the game. Dude, this game was just like garbage compared to Cold War, which is considered to be one of the best Call of Duty single player stories. Apparently, it's inconsistent and it splits between 4 characters, and it's just garbage. Apparently,
Is there even a narrative through line through all of them, or is it just, hey, you're in this World War II battle?
it splits between like the 4 fronts of the war. And as far as I understand, there is like a main like antagonist. The 4 characters are all connected through like different parts of the war, and there's like one main like antagonist who's like a German soldier. Um, and it's like a project that he's trying to like. It's like a side thing. But I think there's like because I think Battlefield 1 or one of them had like war stories where it's just like here's like war stories from across the war. But like they were trying to do this, but they're trying to make it like epic and grand, and Call of Duty has not been epic and grand, in a long time because these people were turning out this game like they literally when something is finished, they take it out, they give it to the next developer. It's like here, we've been making this game for 3 years, and you've been making your game for 3 years too, but you can't use anything we're making until we're done. So you're sitting here just trying to make stuff, and who knows how much stuff you have to throw away for the 3 years you're working on the game because whatever they made is better than what you would have made. So it's just a you get a different flavor of Pop-Tart, and every once in a while you're gonna get a Pop-Tart that tastes okay because they took out the jelly, and you realize the jelly is the worst part of the Pop-Tart.
Yeah. But yes, it was Battlefield 1 that had war stories.
Yeah.
And from what I remembered, I enjoyed those, but it's been years. That game came out 5 years ago.
I couldn't get into the beta for Vanguard. I tried, it crashed, so I didn't want to attempt it. Maybe someone else will have an easier time playing another beta. Maybe the Battlefield beta, or maybe it doesn't work.
not for myself. I don't really have a lot of time to be beta testing for free. Unless it's the game I'm really excited for. I don't just wait.
Like, at least if you play a Battlefield game, there's not going to be a game next year. But if you play a Call of Duty game, like, that whatever systems work in this game are going to be put in the next one are probably going to be better. I think it's like the weapon customization and like people say it's like really good, like from like Black Ops 4 or excuse me Black Ops I. Like that like they keep on like bringing stuff up, but like I don't want to play 4 games that are the same that came out 1 year after each other, like, and switch between them. If the one game's going to be superior, I just feel like I think people are still playing Advanced Warfare, right? That people are playing Infinite Warfare, right? Something's going on. People are playing Ghost, okay? People are playing Ghost. Come on, dude. And
hey, Ghost is underrated.
The dog.
I watched the interview. When they were doing Ghost. It's a long time ago, and if I can find it, I'll link it. I swear I will. But he's like, the game's Ghost, and it's like a squad like known for like stealth. Are there gonna be stealth in this game? Oh no, they're Ghost in name only.
Who was that? What was that one actor that was actually in Ghosts that like in 2017 got outed as a predator?
You mean Kevin Spacey from Infinite Warfare?
Yeah, Infinite. Was that Infinite Warfare?
Yeah, I think don't quote me on it.
That was Ghost.
Oh my god! Now I'm gonna have Kevin Spacey in my YouTube or in my Google search history. We're doing it live. We're doing it for the content. Yeah, Advanced Warfare. Oh my god, Advanced Warfare. So that was after Ghost, I think.
Yeah, that was the one right after.
That's crazy, dude.
Advanced Warfare was like the very beginning of the jetpack, and it was like very like half-ass implemented. It's basically just double jump.
There's like So it was like Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, and then Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4 or Black Ops I, Modern Warfare Remake, Warzone, and then Cold War, and then Vanguard. So Call of Duty came out in 2003, but Call of Duty 2 came out in 2005, and then ever since 01. So 5 to 2021 and forward, that's the games are running. Like, this is like, man, we're gonna have like, we're gonna have Call of Duty triple XXX, man. This game's gonna go on forever.
Oh, so how the war, how every Call of Duty screen, it's like Black Ops Cold War on the left, Warzone in the middle, Modern Warfare on the right.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're just gonna keep adding games to that until it's like 20 games in the middle?
Black Ops 4, which is and then there's Cold War. There's 5 Black Ops games, right? And they're apparently they're going to do all of like Modern Warfare, redo it. I think the Modern Warfare remake. I don't know if it's like a sequel or it's just its own thing. Man, there's Call of Duty like lore. There's lore videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Modern Warfare is a complete reboot because it's Price from the original Modern Warfare, but he does different stuff or something.
I think they just like took it into like a modern the game takes place in the year that it is. I like Black Ops. I want to say I played Black Ops, but the last one I know I bought was like World at War, right, which was 2008. Right, so I've not bought any of these games, dude. There's a lot, man. There's so much lore. I'm never gonna catch up, dude. Just like you got to put like 1 million hours in these games, man. And then there's Warzone, which is like also apparently Vanguard is going to be like half the size or around half the size for some consoles or whatever, as if to how much Cold War was, because apparently they're finally investing in like compression technology so the games aren't too huge.
Finally.
Oh, no way.
Dude, when I saw that, I got happy for people who don't have SSDs. Because they probably have like a 500 gigabyte hard drive. They probably don't even have a terabyte.
Yeah. Dude, it's so weird how we're considering a terabyte to be like not that much.
Yeah, it really is.
I got 2 terabytes SSD on mine, and one of them is almost full, almost a terabyte. So, dude, like, I'm struggling here, man. I'm struggling. The struggle's real, dude. The PS5 only has like 600 gigabytes, but thankfully the games are like half the size as PS4 versions. But now you can get an external hard drive. What do you mean?
Well, like, why are PS5 games half the size of their PS4 counterparts?
So, instead of Ubisoft, who don't make them separate, they're separate downloads. And they have texture compressions and stuff that work with the SSD that allows them to just be smaller. Because I have Tales of Rise, and Tales of Rise is like 20 gigs smaller on PS5 compared to PS4. And obviously the game's textures are higher quality and everything. It's just like some like texture compression stuff that doesn't like less loss of quality and stuff compared to like what I think the same way as with Xbox Series X. Like some of their games that have separate versions. Xbox has like the smart. They call it smart delivery, but some games I think are separate downloads, and they're also smaller, which is great, which is fantastic. Because good God, dude, my PS4 is at a terabyte, and it is at max. I can't even I don't even think I could update anything on that PS4. I think that sucker's and I think when the PS3 came out, it had like 50 or maybe 100 gigabytes when they came out, right? I think the last one was 150, right? Oh my God.
That was adequate for the time.
Yeah, games were 100 gigs at the time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. When I was playing, let me think, make sure I get this down correct. I was playing a long time ago. I was playing Final Fantasy 14 online on PS3, and then PS4. The game got bigger. PS5 version, they cut that size in half. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. because that game gets updates all the time. But now, Final Fantasy 14 is like, I think like 40 gigabytes now. It's about to be 60 when the expansion comes out this year. But dude, holy bananas! And I think it's just like some like texture compression and stuff that exists. That's like really really good. But I think it depends on like the engine and like your hardware and stuff like that. There's a lot of games that come out that are huge for no reason. Because Ratchet and Clank's like 29 gigabytes, and that game is gorgeous. I think Spider-Man's like on the PS5, like the remaster compared to the PS4 version is like 25% smaller. I'm like, why don't PC maybe there's something like PC games can't do it or not. I don't know. Because I think the biggest game I have is Ark, and Ark is huge, and it's huge on PlayStation, but it's huge on. Oh my god, the game's so huge. I have to like choose originally I had to choose which DLC to uninstall when I was playing Ark because it's too big, dude. It's huge.
Well, part of it's also the mods you have installed.
But like the mod, but the mods are not like. Oh my god, that game's big, dude. It's huge. It takes forever to download. And then Ark 2 comes out and it's like 300 gigabytes, and we're gonna have games where we like you need an SSD in the future. So,
yeah,
dude, SSD changed my life. It saved me. I was on the brink of destruction, and the SSD came in and like a whistle from the angels. It's like I'm here to save you, child.
Okay, so John, you've been in the coding industry before, the software, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So is it true that you're paid more for just more lines of code and not the more efficient code?
There are some companies that do that. Yeah, they judge you based on how much you actually write instead of it actually being good code. Like you probably just write like this one function. Okay, you're just like reading from a file, and it could be like 2 lines. All right, like 2 lines of actual code that runs. But if you want to like make that, you want to have the most lines you can so you can get paid more or meet your quota or something, you could literally like just make your names of whatever your functions are, make them extremely long, make it super wordy, add a lot of comments that is pointless because your name should say what it does anyway. You could have it call the same function over and over again just to make your code bloated. And it's really bad, right? Because if you have more words in your code, right, and more letters and everything, it just makes everything slower.
And if you have someone that needs to help you, maybe like you're gone or someone needs to look at it, that maybe you made a mistake or you're not with the company anymore. So you're basically telling us, and you're confirming on this podcast exclusive, that programmers' bosses don't know what programming is and how it works.
Yep, there's definitely managers that don't know how to code. I saw some stories. I saw some stories where like this like one dude went from being a McDonald's manager to a software development manager. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
geez, like what the heck?
That's what we call bloatware, where it's just like it's about the amount of content and not the efficiency of what it's supposed to be. Yeah, not the quality.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's what's crazier is that Mario Kart 8 is the best selling Mario Kart of all time.
They have all that DLC in there, all the tracks.
Yeah, dude. If you told me is like, oh yeah, Mario Kart 8 will be the best selling game in like 2015, like you would have been laughed off the stage. Okay, the Wii U was a failure.
Mario Kart DS was where it's at, dude. That was a true revolution.
Dude, actually, like it's better than Wii. Okay, Wii is overrated, but that's mostly just No, okay. It's literally
Double Dash is the best.
Oh, okay. I haven't played enough of Double Dash to actually make a conclusion.
I like Double Dash a lot.
It's so weird because it's literally super normies and super competitive people that are the ones that like the Wii the most. It's so weird.
Crazy.
Got the motion control steering, so pretty cool.
I mean, that's an 8.
I think 8. I think Mario Kart 8 combined with being on Wii U, because I had a Wii U and Switch, is probably the most I put into Mario Kart, and I play that game online.
Mhm.
You know, and I had a blast playing that game. Right, Mario Kart 8 is great. Honestly, I'm bad at drifting. In Mario Kart, but I put so much time in that game. Just in general, and and the next thing we know, they're going to say, "Oh man, Mario Party Superstars is the best-selling Mario Party game on the Switch." Like, no, duh, dude. Just wait.
Okay. Do you know where you can play Mario Kart 8 for free? Oh, like online for free, I should say.
What?
Yeah, you can play Mario Kart 8 online for free if you have a Wii U.
Which I do. Do they have the online? Because if Nintendo's like, I wouldn't surprised if they shut it down.
I'm
Like, is it
pretty
still?
sure. Like online's still accessible, because the only reason the DS and Wii online shut down is because of some like dispute or whatever. Well,
Because I would play that game all the time, dude. All the time.
like I should make a video as like playing Mario Kart 8 Wii U in 2022.
59 frames per second.
Oh God, no!
Oh my God! So I was having issues with Jedi Fallen Order. So I went into it and I cut down my frame rate to 30, right? And oh my God,
What?
I literally almost threw up when I saw the character move. Okay. So I came from my room and I came to my roommate and I'm like, my eyes, they're broken. And like, what happened? I said, I can't live under 60 anymore. I've been tainted. It's impossible. I've not played a game at 30 frames per second in years. And all of a sudden, I just got this is when I was trying to like get Fallen Order to stay at like a stable 60 or whatever, because the game doesn't do it. I went to 30 and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't. I'm not strong enough. Right? So I go on YouTube and I clicked on like a old school platformer like Jack and Daxter. I looked at it at 480p at 30 frames. I couldn't do it. I almost threw up. I had to switch to 720/60. I had to. I could not. It hurt. Like, I was visibly sick. Like, I've changed. I am now toxic.
Toxic. You're now PC elitist now. You can't take 30 FPS anymore.
Oh, dude, I can't look back, dude. I can't. It's impossible, dude. It's so bad. Like, I'm like 30's fine. No, it's not, dude. You don't understand. Oh my God, I saw, dude. And like when I was playing Battlefront was going like 100 and like 110, and at one point it stayed like a stable 120. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like the best gamer of all time. Oh shit, when I could play Battlefront too, but when it let me.
Yeah, see, that community is like very sparse. Never gonna be able to get a match.
Dude, it's hard. I mean, if you do like heroes versus villains, but like you have to like level up your characters and shit. So when I fight Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's got like max powers. He's flying around, slapping the shit out of me, and he's using like these emotes like you're not strong with the Force. I'm like, what? And he's like, and then I get tag team. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I was trying to make a video. I've been making this Star Wars video for like, it's like a 3-hour video I've been making. I lost all my footage, but I had like Battlefront 2 I had footage from a long time ago, and I just got to replay that game, and I can't even get an hour of footage.
Yeah, go like trying to find a match.
I'm gonna have to play single player.
Hold up, I'm gonna send you guys something. It's loosely video game related, dude. I love it when TV shows reference video games. It totally comes off as authentic.
I think it was like Modern Family. They did one about anime. Like, oh, I watch anime, and he said anime wrong, like on purpose. I'm like, come on now, don't do that.
It said like anime.
He said it wrong. Oh my God, it's been
anime.
Dude, what is this? Is that Big Mouth?
That looks like Big Mouth.
Yeah, so Big Mouth is one of the worst things ever created, and if you actually like it, you probably need to get help. Like, you probably need to get seen. Like, I'm being serious. If you like Big Mouth, your parents totally dropped you.
That and cuties, but I think that goes without
Okay.
saying.
Okay, if you watch Cooties, you know something's wrong with you. That's crazy. These hot takes that are so hot, they're real. Like it's real. They're, like you got to
Is
chill.
that a hot take?
Apparently,
It's
the one reviewer that gave it 10 out of 10 stars to Cuties is a hot take.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's no hotter than the flames of hell they're burning in.
If you don't believe in God and you want to use another version of hell, Hades.
Okay, yeah. For our listeners, it's a it's a big mouth screenshot saying, and the dude saying, "I've been a fortnight since I've hung out with my Mario brothers." Scene.
He's wearing a hat with like a little like the spinner thing, and he's got suspenders on, right? So he and there's pants don't have, it's a cartoon, so it's not detailed, but he has no like bell loops or whatever. So either the pants came with suspenders because people, suspenders are hard for some people, Dude, I can't. I hate. He looks like a reverse Chad. He looks like a Larry.
A Larry. Okay. Yeah. Can you put that image up for when we're roasting him?
Oh my God, Larry.
Living like Larry.
The only good Larry in the world is Larry David, but that's a different story.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Get her done.
Why did you actually sound like Mater there?
Dude, I love Cars 1. I watched that movie infinitely.
Have we talked about? I feel like we've talked about the Cars franchise.
I feel like
before.
there's only one. Well, there's only one. Like the movies, the first movie's good. They have like the shorts, like the Ghost Line.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Mater's Tall Tales.
They're great, dude. Like there's like
I love those.
There's like little like there's firebugs, but they're car like that was a peak, right? They peaked and then they did planes and stuff like that, but oh my God, I love Cars 1. I cannot stress how much I love that movie. I can't watch it in his house because it's now illegal because everyone in my house hates it. But but like Cars is if you've not seen that cinematic, the cinematic masterpiece known as Cars, you should watch it. The movie is a 2006 American computer animated sports comedy film produced by Pixar Animation Studios and released by Walt Pictures, Disney Pictures. Goo Goo Gaga, Ola Wilson's in it, so it's great. And Larry Cargill's in it, and Bonnie Hunt, and Paul Newman. Great movie. It's a great movie.
All right, and that. Okay, and we're wrapping it up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go to thedragonstreasure.com, enter code MANIC for 10% off, and subscribe. We will see you later.
Mater, like tomater.
Yep. Drink that dragon tea.
Get her done.
So true.